Hi, good evening, everyone. Just took me 2-3 minutes to get the entire setup done. So, today, before we go ahead and we start with the class, I'm going to do a small surprise test to see where we have reached, how much we have understood, and whether we will be able to solve the questions based on the topic that we have covered of the past year papers. Okay, so this I'm going to give you exactly 2 minutes to solve each question. Keep your pen and paper ready. And I want all of you to go ahead and answer in the chat window. Okay, this is the question. And this question had come in gate. Where is it? It came in gate 2024 paper, question number 43. It is based on what we have already covered in the classes. So go ahead, give it an attempt and try to answer it in the chat window. Read the question. Consider a Cobb-Douglas utility function. You are given a utility function 24 minus h to the power 1 minus alpha, wh to the power alpha. H is the number of hours spent working per day. Working hours. W is the wage rate per hour. So you're given W as wage rate per hour. Alpha is given to you as half. यहाँ पे alpha का value is half. So 1 minus alpha will also be half. Then corresponding labor supply in hours. That means you need to tell the value of H star. And this is a NAT question. So no options were available. You need to give me a number for this answer. Try to do this question as quickly as possible. Go ahead. Try to use the shortest way to solve. In exam, we don't have a lot of time. So we need to go ahead and we need to do this question in such a way that it is the shortest way possible. Anyone? Hint number 1. Good. The budget line of this equation can be written as PC into PC is equal to WH. I am just telling you various ways to solve this. You can do it in any way possible. So the budget line of this equation can be written as PC is equal to WH. ठीक है? मतलब the value of consumption is equal to the value of the income that I earn. W is the wage rate per hour into the number of hours I am working for. So this is my income. This is my consumption. Whenever no price is given to you, you will assume the price of consumption to be 1. Okay. So from here, we know that price of consumption is 1 and we know that price of H is W. So we know these two prices are given to you. From here, you can go ahead and you can find the slope of budget line. The slope of budget line will be W by 1, which means W. Okay. What you can go ahead and do is very, very simple. We have already studied Cobb-Douglas utility functions. And in Cobb-Douglas utility function, I know that this part, whenever anything is of the form x to the power alpha, y to the power beta, I know x is nothing but alpha upon alpha plus beta into m by price of x, right? Try to understand this thing. Alpha is half. Alpha plus beta will be half plus half. ठीक है? x का क्या मतलब है यहाँ पे? It means I am finding the value of h here, right? This is 24 minus h. This is what I'm trying to find out. So 24 minus h is equal to half upon half plus half. Income is WH. Price is given to me for h is W. Price of h is W. So if I just go ahead and solve using this, I will get 24 minus h is equal to half into, and I will just have h here, right? This can be actually one of the ways in which you can try to attempt this question. This can be the way in which you can start thinking about this question. Another thing which you can go ahead and do, and which usually I will go ahead and do, is you can simply try to maximize this utility function without taking anything like this into consideration. So this is my utility function given to me, and I will simply go ahead and I will maximize this. The only constraint I have in mind, that is going to be the only constraint that I have in mind, that is h. तो just maximize it. कैसे maximize करते हैं हम? Differentiate करते हैं और equate to 0 करते हैं. तो when I will go ahead and I will do this, power will come down, power will reduce by 1 into the second function as it is, plus differentiation of the second function. So I will have again power will come down, power will reduce by 1 into W into the first function as it is and equate it to 0. And from here, get the value of h. Both the ways are correct. I am just telling you different ways in which you can go ahead and you can solve this question. Both ways are correct. You can go ahead and solve it in any way. Okay, up to you. Anyone would like to take a lead and tell me how they have solved this question? How did you get 12? Okay, first method. Up to you. You can take any method to solve this question. Both methods are correct to get the answer to this question. Second method. Okay, up to you. Acha, next question. This question came in IIT JAM 2024 question number 2. Try to answer this question. Go ahead. How will you solve this? C, okay. C. Okay, okay, good. Everyone is correct. The correct answer is C. Absolutely. देखो ध्यान से. Try to read the question. Let X and Y be two consumption bundle assumed to be non-negative and perfectly divisible. Further, the assumption of completeness. Completeness क्या कहता है? That I should be able to compare two bundles. Given any two bundle, I should be able to tell whether I prefer X over Y or Y over X or I am indifferent between X and Y. ये हो गया completeness. ठीक है. Transitivity. What does transitivity say? If X is preferred over Y, Y is preferred over Z, then X is preferred over Z. Reflexivity. What does reflexivity say? X Rx, which means X is as good as itself. So X is as good as itself has two things to it, beta. Either X is preferred over X or I am indifferent between X and X. Now look here, ये क्या बोल रहा है? Which of the following statement is not correct? और यहाँ पे क्या आ रहा है? X is not indifferent to itself. But I know that X can be indifferent to itself. This is one of the assumptions we have made, that X can be indifferent to itself. So this is incorrect. So you are correct. Everyone who is saying option is C, absolutely correct. We go ahead and it bags us 1 marks in question number 2 of 2024 paper. Okay. Next question, beta. IIT JAM question number 32. In IIT, question 30 to 40 are MSQ questions. Mane they are multiple select questions. Right? So try and think very carefully. Tell me all the options that are correct. Jo bhi options correct hai, you need to mark all of them. Okay? Look here. You are given 3 utility functions. Dekho, pehla utility function is substitute goods. The second utility function given to you is min function. And the third utility function given to you is quasi-linear. We have done all the 3 utility functions in class. Okay. It says which of the following is or are correct for the above utility function. And you are given 4 options here. Try to see each option one by one and tell me which options are correct. Start by looking at the first one. Find MRS of each function. How about option 1? Is it correct? So, if we look at option 1, this can clearly be eliminated because we know that whenever there is a min function, that means that these are complementary goods. And for complementary goods, your slope can either be infinity, 0 or not defined. यही 3 slopes थे for complementary goods. Right? So slope can either be infinity, 0 or not defined. So all of you are correct. Ki option A is not correct at least. We are sure option A is not correct. So we can eliminate this option. Correct. Okay. I'm going slow so that by that time you can solve this question on your own. Now look at option number B, beta. It says if price is equal, utility maximization problem with utility function f has a corner solution. Ab dekho, for my utility function f, you have 4x1 plus 2x2. So your MRS will become mu1 by mu2, which will give you 4/2, which will give you the answer as 2. Absolutely, all of you are correct. So MRS हो गया 2 and price ratio P1 by P2 is 1. देखो both prices are equal. तो price ratio is 1. तो MRS is greater than price ratio. Whenever MRS is greater than price ratio, you will consume only good one. So we can go ahead and we can say that I will be consuming only good one and therefore corner solution. So this is correct. Yes, you are correct. Look at the next option, option number C. It says income is 100 and price of both the goods is 2. Then utility maximization problem G, sum of optimal values. Sum. देखो ध्यान से. You are given your utility function as min of 4x1 plus 4x1 comma 2x2. So you will get 4x1 is equal to 2x2. You will always be at the king. So 2x1 is equal to x2. What is the equation of your budget line? P1x1 plus P2x2 is equal to income. Beta, what is P1 given to you? 2, x1, P2, 2, x2, income 100. Now we know that 2, x1 and x2 are equal to each other. So instead of x2, I can just put 2x1. So 2x1 plus 2, 2x1 is equal to 100. 6x1 is equal to 100. x1 will be 100 by 6. What will be x2? Twice 200 by 6. So x1 plus x2 will be 300 by 6, which means 50. और यही ऑप्शन दिया है. तो yes, you are correct that option C is also correct. Correct. अच्छा, what about D? What leave? I know D is incorrect, but can you tell me the optimal value of x2? क्या optimal value आ रहा है x2 का? Anyone, can you tell me what is the optimal value of x2 you're getting? You're given your income as 100. Yes, you're given your income as 100. Price of good one is 5. Price of good 2 is 5,000. And your utility function is root x1 plus x2. ध्यान से देखो. Your utility function is root x1 plus x2. What will be your MRS, beta? mu1 by mu2. If I will differentiate it with respect to good 1, I am going to go ahead and get 1 by 2 root x1. With respect to good 2, I will get 1. So my MRS is 1 by 2 root x1. And I have to equate MRS to the price ratio, 5 by 5,000. So ये हो जाएगा 5 by 5,000. Listen to me very careful. ध्यान से देखना. This will be 5 by 5,000, है ना? अच्छा, now if I just cancel this out, this will be 1 by 1,000 and this will be 500. So if I just find out the value of root x1, it is 500. x1 will come out as 2,500. But can x1 be 2,500? No. The price of x1 is 5 rupees. If I end up buying 2,500 units, I would require 12500. I don't have that much income. Mera income is just 100. So I cannot afford 2,500 units of x1. जो मेरा optima x1 है, this is not affordable. ये बात clear हो गई हमें? I cannot afford 2,500 units of x1. ये possible ही नहीं है. अब ये हमें क्लियर हो गया कि 2,500 x1 तो अफोर्डेबल नहीं है, तो आई कैन नॉट गो अहेड एंड गेट दैट. अब दो ऑप्शंस बचते हैं कि ईदर आई विल स्पेंड ऑल माय इनकम ऑन गुड वन और आई विल स्पेंड ऑल माय इनकम ऑन गुड टू. ध्यान से सुनना बच्चे. either I will spend all my income on good 1 or good 2. This is not, ये वाला approach नहीं चलेगा. MRS equal to P1 by P2. I will be way beyond my budget line. ये possible ही नहीं है. So either I spend all my income on good 1 or all my income on good 2. If I spend all my income on good 1, ठीक है, how many units of good 1 will I be able to buy? M by P1 units. So this will be 100 divided by 5. That means 20 units. And if I spend all my income on good 2, तो कितने units ले पाएंगे? 100 divided by 5,000. That means I will be able to go ahead and buy 1 by 50 units. Don't you think that this will give me more utility than this option? If I spend all my income on good 1, तो मेरा जो यूटिलिटी आ जाएगा दैट विल बी √20 प्लस 0, दैट मीन्स √20. एंड यहां से द यूटिलिटी आई विल बी गेटिंग विल बी 0 प्लस 1 by 50, विच मीन्स 1 by 50. तो आई विल बी गेटिंग मोर यूटिलिटी इन दिस केस ना. It means that even if I have a utility maximization problem, I should be consuming 0 units of X2 only. I should not be putting my money on X2. It is not going to maximize my utility within the options available to me. So I will end up, my final equilibrium bundle will be 20,0. Is this clear? Maybe next time they can just frame a similar question with this. So any doubt in this? Do you want me to repeat this thing once? Everyone is clear? तो हमें क्वाज़ाई लीनियर को बहुत ध्यान से देखना है. Yeah, 2 more zeros. You're right. We need to go ahead and we need to see quasi-linear very carefully, very carefully. ठीक है, बहुत ध्यान से समझना है. So try to understand this thing, बेटा. Whenever I am given a quasi-linear function, जैसे √x1 plus x2, बहुत simple है. First of all, I will equate MRS to the price ratio. I will just go ahead and do this. ये मैंने किया. But once I have done this, तो उसके बाद I will get some value of x1 immediately. उसके लिए मेरे को इनकम का जरूरत नहीं है. I will immediately get a value of x1. जैसे for example, if I tell you in this case, जैसे था price of x1 was given to you as 5 and price of x2 as 5,000. So you have 5 and you have 5,000 here. Immediately you will get a value of x1. कैसे? You just have to equate MRS to P1 by P2. MRS is 1 by 2 root x1 equated to P1 by P2. So when you will do this, you are getting the value of x1 star as 25,000. ये वाला value x1 star का आ रहा है. 500 squared up, right? This is the value of x1 star that you will be getting. Now the point is कि this will be one of the options given to you in exam. Don't mark this. Why? Because my income given to me is only 100 rupees. तो अगर income ही 100 है, I cannot afford this bundle. This is not affordable. तो Optima से क्या करें? This is a non-affordable bundle. So I have now understood that this MRS equal to P1 by P2 condition will not work in this case. I am getting a bundle which is not affordable. Now, as a human, as you know, as going ahead and thinking rationally, I only have 2 options left. कि either I spend all my income on good 1, क्योंकि MRS का condition is not working. I am not getting an interior solution. Budget line tangency is not working here. यहाँ से मेरे को non-affordable solution आ रहा है. So as a rational human, 2 ही option बचते हैं कि या सारा income good 1 पे खर्च कर दो या spend all your income on good 2. If you will spend all your income on good 1, your optima bundle will be M by P1, 0. And if you will spend all your income on good 2, your optima bundle will be 0, M by P2. and then compare the utilities. ये जब हमने निकाला तो I am getting 100 by 20. I think price of good one was 5. So 100 by 5 comma 0. तो my bundle is coming out to be 20 comma 0. और ये जब हमने निकाला तो my bundle is coming out to be 0 comma 100 by 5000. ये दोनों bundles निकल रहे हैं. Just find the utility in two case. So utility function is root x1 plus x2. So if I just plug this, I will get utility as root 20 plus 0. And if I plug this, I will get my utility as 0 under root 0 plus 100 by 5000. Clearly, this is giving me more utility. So I will go for this bundle. No, don't say like that. That will be incorrect to say. Keep P1 less than P2, so all good one. No. I'll tell you the reason why. Imagine, what if my utility function was x1 to the power 1 by 1000 plus x2? Then also price of good one was less than only price of good two. Huh? But x1 का value क्या निकला? If I spend all my income on x1, I get 20 comma 0. So if I would have plugged it in this, it would have been 20 to the power 1 by 1000 plus 0. This would have been my utility. है ना? And if I would have plugged in this value, so I would have got 0 plus 100 by 5000. So this will give me more. So don't compare like that. Don't go ahead and say that. Yeah, you can also say y will be negative. So you consume all of x. That's fine. Yes, that's also correct. X is a necessary good. Necessary means anything here which is not a function of income. Not necessary, beta. Try to understand that although price of good 2 is 5000 and income is 100, but choosing the bundle with highest, correct. But it is still possible that you can spend all your income on good Y. We assume good to be a continuous good. So माने decimals में consumption is possible. So if my income is 100 and price is 5000, I can still, if I put all my income on good Y, I can still go ahead and I can consume 1 by 50, which means 0.02 units of good Y. So I will not say it is out of my reach. Reach पे तो अभी भी है, right? So we cannot say that it is out of reach. That will not be a right statement to say. है ना? ठीक है. तो I hope now this question is clear to you. तो try to see, हमने कुछ नहीं किया है. We are just going ahead and step 1. हमने MRS को price ratio से equate किया. Equate करने के बाद जो X आया, ये affordable नहीं था. Simple, not affordable. Because this was okay, I'm explaining. So because ये X affordable नहीं है, there are only two options left. Either you spend all your income on good one. अगर सारा income good one पे खर्च करोगे, you will be on the x-axis. You will be having m by p1 comma 0 bundle. So your bundle will be 20 comma 0. And if you will be spending all your income on good two, तो you will be on the y-axis और आपका bundle हो जाएगा ये. You just find out the utility of the two bundles. इस bundle का भी हमने utility निकाल लिया और इस पे भी utility निकाल लिया, and we just go ahead and we compare the utilities. कि what are the utilities? These are the steps that you need to go ahead and take. ठीक है? Fixed steps है बेटा. You need to go ahead and take these steps every time you see a quasi-linear function. Homework. All of you are going to repeat this question. And I need the answer in the Telegram group. but go ahead and take the utility function as ln x1 plus x2. Same price level beta, P1 5, P2 5,000, income 100, find x1 star and x2 star. I have changed the utility function. Everyone will redo this question. ठीक है? Okay. Let's take the next question. Interesting question. Came for 2 marks. IIT JAM question number 54, 2024 paper. 2 marks. Try to solve this question beta. करो कोशिश एक बारी. You are given a utility function. बहुत ध्यान से करना. Don't try to take a shortcut. यहाँ पे x का एक कोएफिशिएंट दिया हुआ है. Whenever we have taken any utility function till now, Cobb-Douglas में, it was without a coefficient. तो बहुत ध्यान से हमें इस क्वेश्चन को देखना है. You are given this utility function. You are given income is 73 and price of good 1 is 2 and price of good 2 is 1. You need to find the value of the sum of the consumption. Just try to do this question once. Such questions are a bit tricky, not because they are difficult. Difficult नहीं होते हैं, बिल्कुल भी difficult नहीं होते हैं. क्लास में बहुत बारी किया होता है. Just because you are not provided any option. तो option नहीं है तो थोड़ा सा difficult लग सकता है, but it is not difficult. We have done this many times now. Try to increase your speed also, huh? With time. बेटा फॉर ऑल पीपल हु हैव जॉइंड दिस वीक, इस वीकेंड को मैक्सिमम यूटिलाइज करके प्लीज कवर ऑल द लैग. जितने भी लेक्चर्स अभी तक हुए हैं, ट्राई टू फिनिश देम ऑल बाय द वीकेंड. हाँ, मंडे को यू शुड नो एवरीथिंग दैट हैज बीन डन इन क्लास. ओके, वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन बेटा. वी विल सिंपली फाइंड MRS equated to the price ratio. 2x1 minus 1 to the power 0.5, x2 minus 4 to the power 0.75. Let's see. MRS क्या हो जाएगा बेटा? MU1 by MU2. Differentiation में बहुत thoroughness is required. Differentiate it with respect to good 1, with respect to x1. तो क्या करेंगे? This is constant. I will write this as it is. Power will come down. Power will reduce by 1. तो 0.25 minus 1 is minus 0.75. Into chain rule लगाओ. Coefficient of 2x1 is 2. तो यहाँ पे into 2 भी होगा. Upon. Differentiate it with respect to x2. No, not 57. Differentiate it with respect to x2. Again, quickly, go ahead and do this. So this is now a constant. So 2x1 minus 1 to the power 0.25. Power comes down. Power reduces by 1. ये हो गया. Right? Good. Good, very good. Yes, answer is 64. Excellent. ठीक है. These are again not tricky questions. बस एग्जाम में आराम आराम से हमें कुछ मिस आउट नहीं करना है. आई नीड दीज मार्क्स फॉर श्योर. अभी तक जितने क्वेश्चन किए यू शुड हैव स्कोर्ड फुल मार्क्स. लुक हियर बेटा, 0.25 एंड 0.75 माने 25/75, 1/3 हो गया, इंटू 2, तो ये हो गया 2/3. दिस इज x2 -4. देखो यहाँ पे पावर इज 0.75 और यहाँ पे पावर है -0.25. तो व्हेन आई विल ब्रिंग दिस इन द न्यूमरेटर, ये हो जाएगा 0.75. न्यूमरेटर की पावर को वी ऑलवेज सब्ट्रैक्ट. आई एम गोइंग वेरी स्लो. ऐसे ही यहाँ पे डिनोमिनेटर में देर इज अ पॉजिटिव पावर और यहाँ पे नेगेटिव पावर, तो आई विल टेक दिस इन द डिनोमिनेटर. तो 2x1 - 1, 0.25 माइनस 0.75. पॉजिटिव पावर को वहीं रखो, नेगेटिव वाले को नीचे या ऊपर लेकर आओ. ब्रिंग इट अकॉर्डिंगली. So this will go ahead and give me 2/3 x2 - 4 to the power 1 upon 2x1 - 1 to the power 1. This is my MRS. बस यहीं पे कोई मिस्टेक हो सकता था. This is the only way, only possible place where you can find do a mistake कि MRS में you may make a mistake. Now it is simple. Equate MRS to PX by PY. Price ratio के साथ just equate it. So what will happen when we will equate it to the price ratio? My price is 2/1. I have equated it to the price ratio. So 2x2 - 4 by 3, 2x1 - 1 is equal to 2/1. Cancel this 2. So you will get x2 - 4 and take this here is equal to 6x1 - 3. That's it. Find out the relationship between x2 and x1 and put it in the budget line. Go ahead and do that. I'm waiting. You will get x2 is equal to 6x1 - 3 + 4, 6x1 + 1. ठीक है. बजट लाइन क्या है बेटा? Budget line is P1 x1 plus P2 x2 is equal to M. P1 is given to you as 2 x1. P2 is given to you as 1 x2. Income is 73. x2 की जगह पे I will plug this value 6x1 plus 1. So 2. 6x1 plus 1 plus x2 is equal to 73. So just go ahead and now solve this thing. Will you be able to do this now? Oh, sorry. Instead of x2, just put this. So 2x1 plus 6x1 plus 1. x2 is 6x1 plus 1. So you will get 8x1 is equal to 72 and x1 will be 9. Just find x2. 6x1 plus 1. 6 into 9 plus 1 and you will get the answer as 55. So x1 plus x2, 9 plus 55, 64. Correct, correct, correct. Okay, good. Good. I have seen all your answers. Yes, that's correct. Good. Okay. So this is the kind of questions that can be asked in exam. They are not very difficult. Absolutely, absolutely doable questions हैं बेटा. And you must be able to solve these. नहीं हो रहे हैं, sit over the weekend, look into the lectures and redo them. I am going to go ahead and take this question on Monday, but I want all of you to go back to your basic lectures. This is again a homework for the weekend. Go back to your basic lectures and वहां पर there are video lectures on consumer surplus, producer surplus, deadweight loss, and taxation, incidence of taxation. You need to go through those video lectures. Okay. Then I will take this question on consumer surplus. I am aware most of you would know what is consumer surplus, but you need to go through these basic video lectures anyhow on the weekend. And then I will go ahead and I will take question on producer and consumer surplus on Monday. I will discuss this topic once and then I will take this question. Yes, we'll do integration in this, correct? Okay. Now let us go ahead and let us start with today's lecture. So I am going to go ahead and continue discussing the properties of Marshallian demand function. And before I do that, I want to go ahead and I want to teach you two more things today. Again, thoda mathematical hai, but let's try to see this. First definition that I want to cover today, that is of a homogeneous function